too. So for the there's a lot of people out there that think that children do not feel stress.
My dad being one of them.
Well, lots of people think that, but there's lots of studies now that show that actually the reverse is true, that children are even more vulnerable to stress. So it's good that we're becoming aware of that, and I don't think we need to make a big deal about it. I just think we need to teach children how to manage stress, how to counteract it. I mean, if we want to give them a crazy, fast-paced, stressed-out world, fine, but let's show them how to take charge of themselves. Let's show them how to be empowered to feel good or relax or calm down or manage their anger in a healthy way. To me, Grace, it's almost like teaching your child to brush their teeth when they're growing up. Why not teach them how to breathe or how to use positive statements?
Well,
feel good.
You're giving them a tool to, I like to say, making them a hero of their own adventure.
Yes, that's beautiful.
So that's, all right. We love it. Oh, okay. I wanted to say, how important is it to be a calm role model for our children from a parent standpoint?
Well, stress is contagious. Anger is contagious. We've all seen when somebody in the house is down or angry, how it affects everyone else in the house. So you can only imagine that to show calm is also contagious. And it's a wonderful thing if a parent can be real with their kids. And let's face it, there is nobody that walks around perfectly calm and perfectly balanced 24/7. So what I like to see parents do is if they are stressed out, that they acknowledge that they're stressed out. They identify the feeling, they share it with their children, but then they show their children that they also know how to turn that stress into relaxation, or they can bring it down a notch. And they can sit down and, I have said to my children, you know what? I'm really stressed out right now. I need to take a few minutes by myself. I'm going to sit down and do my breathing. And encourage your children to even sit next to you and do their breathing, even babies.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's great.
I used to put my baby on my belly and just do my breathing. And for years and years and years, I was always able to calm my baby down by putting her on my chest or on my belly and doing my breathing. And she became very familiar with that. So really, it may even been ingrained into her very being, as she's growing up. And she is a very calm child, which is nice to see.
Wow, I love that. And you're talking about your 13-year-old.
Yes, yes. She has spent the most time with Mommy on this path.
Yeah.
And I have a picture of me writing a story, typing, and she's an infant on my lap looking at the computer screen.
Isn't that beautiful, Grace?
Yeah.
I love, well, I'm not going to even start with my stuff, but Grace wants to say a couple more things.
How can older girls, teen girls, use empowering techniques to learn to love themselves, like with their self-esteem? Or because I have a few friends who have suffered from very, very low self-esteems.
Well, I think that it's very important to teach girls to use positive statements. I think as teenagers we are very critical of ourselves, and we look at every freckle and every loose muscle, or short or tall, and we just constantly criticize ourselves. And I think it's very important to teach children so that when they become teens, they're already comfortable with this, to say positive things like, I love myself. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love myself. Say, I'm beautiful.
I'm beautiful.
Oh, yeah, it feels good. I have fabulous eyes. My light is shining so bright today. I'm smart. And you know what? Write them down if you need to. Put them under your pillow. Put it in your pocket. Put it in your bag. Put it in the back of your notebook so that when you're going through your day and you bump into it, it puts a smile on your face and it reminds you to love yourself. And I think that's a very simple but powerful tool that I would love to see teenagers use.
I love that. And Grace and we just started to work on some of those affirmations some more.
Yeah.
You keep updating or upgrading them, huh? Because
You can.
Yeah.
And you can create them for each specific situation. Perhaps you're having difficulty making friends. So for that week or that month, you might want to say, I make friends easily. So you can change the affirmation to fit your needs for each particular time that you are going through.
Yeah, and like you're saying, when we're honest with ourselves, just by saying that we're feeling stressed, that's when we can change it.
Yes. It is important to acknowledge, to give it name. When we raise our children, we teach them things like, I have a stomach ache, I have a headache, I'm tired. But very often we forget to teach them emotions, to put names on emotions. And I consider stress a stressful reaction. I consider it to be an emotion. Like saying I'm sad, I'm stressed. It's one more emotion. And I just think as a society, we need to pull that in a little bit more into our everyday thinking and our everyday planning, so that we can give the children the tools to empower themselves to be in charge of their own feel-good happiness.
No, I love it. I love it. Wow. Okay, wrapping it up, Grace, what was there? Something, one more?
And how do you recommend that some older children, again, deal with bullying or peer pressure?
I like to see girls become confident, and one of the ways that they can become confident is by using these positive statements to believe in themselves and to have confidence, because I have found that bullies, to me, I have a little name for them. I call them energy robbers. So they look for the person that they can rob the energy from them, because that's how they get bigger and they feel confident and they feel happy, is when they are robbing someone else's energy. So if you as a teenager can learn to manage your own energy and be the boss of your own energy, then nobody can rob it from you. So I would like to see girls really focusing on themselves, and that will make the bullies go away, because they will go and look for a weaker target. I also think there are a couple of really neat techniques that girls can use when dealing with bullies, and one of them is to not let it hurt their feelings. Learn to laugh. Girls usually do emotional bullying more than physical bullying. So for the emotional bullying, if someone comes up to you and says, Grace, those shoes look awful. Those shoelaces look like your mother found them in the sewer. Now, your first reaction is to feel hurt, right? A better approach would be to just laugh and say, you're right. And look what happens. The bully can't even respond because you didn't give them your energy. So they don't know what to do. So they usually will go on and find somebody else who's easier.
Yeah, we don't give it power.
Yeah.
Right, you don't give it power. You don't feed the fire. They're like this little fire, the bullies, little flame. And the more when you cry or you complain or you show that you've upset or you're sad, that you're just feeding their little fire. It gets bigger and bigger. And then the next day when they see you, their fire's small again. They know they can go to you to make their fire bigger. So I say it's all about yourself. Get yourself together. Believe in yourself. Be in charge of yourself. And then the bullies can't do that to you.
And that was basically all of our questions. Is there anything else you'd like to say? Shout-outs or anything?
I think you did a terrific job.
Thank you
so much, and I'm so thrilled that you are interested in getting this message out there. And I look forward to working with you and your mom and supporting you guys any way that I can.
Thank you.
Thank you. We also look forward. It's like just getting a bigger family so that we can, really share this wonderful message.
Terrific. I'm happy to be part of it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, girls.
Bye.